It was Von Karma all along! No, Your Honor. You have increased the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Give us the name of your suspects. Do it! Your Honor, there's suspect, one lone suspect. This is interesting news. Who are your suspects? Von Karma! Von Karma? You mean the Von Karma, the prosecutor, right now? Yes, yes, Judge, that guy. Bah. You don't object? I should need honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection. Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. Did you pride yourself on perfect records? Why would you take a vacation without any reason? Claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from that incident. Fascinating. Prove it. I would have need surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? You can doctor operate on me. Have him testify. Now, who his doctor is. It's no use. Edgeworth? I know Von Karma, perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. Probably didn't go undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness. So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane. He couldn't have. Can't just pull bullets out by yourself. Wait! What does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere, but where? Tisk, tisk, tisk. Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot? Yes! I can! Can I even use evidence? I know how you like it so much. What? The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is the metal detector! He wouldn't risk surgery, leaving an evidence trail. So then I asked, where was that bullet now? I think it's unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself. You don't mean... I do. There is a possibility that the bullet is still inside his arm. Is that even possible for all these years? Well, there's one way to find out. You could use the metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm going to run this over you and see what we find. Uh-oh! 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 I refuse. You refuse? But refusing this means... you acknowledge the bullet is still inside you? Order! 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 Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector. Judge, I call for suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of my privacy. Patient on this runs out today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now. Enough. Permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing. Now. I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. Found it. Pay dirt. We hit pay dirt. Mr. Von Karma? You. It was you! I was afraid this would happen, and so I remained silent. Indeed, there's a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident. I was shot in the shoulder long before the jail sex incident. think I actually didn't watch that far ahead, so I don't know what the real lore is going to say about this. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6. Man, if only he could prove that! Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that? Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything. You must prove something here. Not I. Mr. Wright. Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6? Of course he can't. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence. No proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright. No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma. What? You were close. One day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof. What? Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof.
Take that!
That's a bullet? Where did you get that? This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. It was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely with all the bullet markings intact. Stick markings. Obviously, we finally figured out Polly is the murderer. She killed for a cracker. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of the weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. Examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullets. It's quite accurate. We have 2 bullets in our possession. The bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth, and the one in Mr. Von Karma's shoulder. We can analyze them both. Then, if the markings matched, you would know that both bullets have been fired by the same gun. This is a really good music, by the way. I love the pursuit theme in this game. The very same pistol, in other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma? Will you let us remove the bullet? You will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet. And solve this case once and for all. And we will somehow do this today. That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know. I can't breathe. Stop breathing my air. Get away. Get away from my father. It was Von Karma's scream all along. Scream heard in the elevator 15 years ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed. Mr. Von Karma? Edgeworth! Only you would dare defy me! You scream like a bitch, now die like one. Oh, he's just gonna go to jail for a long time, probably forever. You and your father are my curse! Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record. And you is a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I'll bury you with my bare hands. Death! Death! Chief Prosecutor. I am sorry. When Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. I was careless. I'm sorry, but you'll have to be penalized. I covered for you in the past, but not this time. Edgeworth. He got one penalty on his record. It was a shock like none I'd ever known. Me, penalized. It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly, I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went out into the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then, there was a noise. I was in pain. A horrible, burning pain in my shoulder. Just then, the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled! It was the perfect crime. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge! What are you doing? Do your job! Bring an end to this miserable charade! Now! End it! Very well. It appears we have come a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later, Mr. Miles Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. You were innocent. You were innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. That is all. This court is adjourned. We did it! We solved the DL7 incident, or DL6 incident. Nick, we did it! You see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's trying to be all cool, but his eyes, you crushed him, Nick. Crushed. I gotta say, I'm impressed. We are pretty awesome. We are pretty awesome for making that logical leap. I was sure we'd had it. I was on the verge of the tears the whole time myself, but now it's all just a good memory. So it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right. I'm not sure how to say this. I want to have sex with you. I see. Thank you, Wright. You're welcome. Sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing. You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth. Gumshoe's happy at least. I'll owe you one, pal. Let's party. Dinner's on me. So I went down a bit this morning, but who cares? Mr. Edgeworth, you should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you. I see. Ahem. Whoop! I feel foolish. Well, time, you'll get used to it. Years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Hey, y'all! It's Lotta! Y'all were great in there. Congratulations, Edgeworth. Thank y'all very much. I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your head in the cookie jar even if no one was there. You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you? Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones, eh? Who, me? Oh, I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick. Huh? It's over, Nick. My life is over. Why this sad face, Larry? What happened? Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world. It's Fiancé. She's going to live in Paris. Paris, Nick. She's leaving me behind. She can do better than him. There you are. Yes, here I am. Congrats, Edgy. Here, a little gift from me in celebration. Celebration? That's unusual for you. Thanks. Looking forward to it, whatever it is. No, I think we're fine. We're gonna have actual food, Larry. What's up? That envelope that Larry gave me. It's got money in it. You'll give money away to celebrate. It's $38, right? What a weird amount. I mean, it's not little, but it's not a lot either. $38 exactly? Nick. Wasn't that the lunch money that was stolen from Edgeworth in school? No. No, Larry, it was you. You're so surprised about, right? Of course it was Larry. The day from school, right? Doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came into school anyway. He saw the money lying there, and just the rest is history. Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you. Remember? Well, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts. Really, Wright. I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. And now we're going to throw... And now, the class trial for Larry. I sentenced him to death. Death penalty for Larry for stealing $38. We're on the US, so it's only fair. You should have told me! Now, Nick, it was 15 years ago. Limitations have run out on Mr. Edgeworth. I'd say so, yes. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did. You've always been something of an insufferable emotionalist. Yeah, and you get worked up too easily, too. Death. The death sentence for both of you. I'd become a prosecutor. Way around. The longest time I thought that I might have killed my own father. Thought I might be a criminal. The prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney. Want to switch, Wright? Hey, y'all, line up. I'll take a photo. All right. We did it. That is the end of the game. We went and ate food. I mean, it is law school. You can probably do, like... I imagine it's not that much extra training to do one versus the other. If himself was still in detention. Come on, wrap up already. I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Huh? Still only 5 o'clock. Maybe I should go back to sleep. A letter from Maya? Really impressed yesterday seeing you and me think about what I'm doing here. The spirit medium in training, of course. Gonna go back to my training. Gonna become a full-fledged spirit medium. Not a spirit small or a spirit large, a spirit medium. He's gonna go away. What are you talking about, Onyx? Maya will never be framed for murder again. It will never happen again. There will never be this many framings of Maya. This will never happen. Never happen again. I think it's actually more than that. I guess I'm too late. Hey! So you're leaving? Yeah. Yeah. I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay?
Hold it!
Wait. I never could have saved him without you. On the last day of the trial, I heard I heard Mia's voice. Heard my sister? Only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lose everything. Detective Gumshoe helped and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry, and the only one who couldn't help him useless. I didn't do anything! Except we can prove that she did do something. She literally took a bullet for us. The evidence pertaining to DL6, but you managed to snag the vital clue. Yeah! Thanks, Maya. Couldn't have done it without you. I'll be back soon. Yay! She's gonna come back to us afterwards. Alright, she's gotta go, actually. Bye! Bye-bye. Thank you! So my story ends. Time to turn a new page. And say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins, with the same old crazy cast of characters. You graduated yet, amateur? Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim? Yes, Your Honor. Oh no, they're doing trial again. So, as people in chat have kind of already gone over a couple times, then he hung his head low and went right back outside. I was gonna let the epilogue play. People can read it if they want to. When this game was released on the GBA originally, this case we just did, Turnabout Goodbyes, was the final case of the game. This was the big conclusion to the story that resolved all of the plot threads and left nothing on the table. Everything was explained from the beginning of the game up till now. So, if this feels like an ending, that's because this was an ending. And is an ending still. However, Oh. When this game was put on the 3DS, and also given to Americans for the first time, because Americans didn't have the GBA version, we only had the DS version. A DLC case was added to the game called Rise from the Ashes. It is no exaggeration to say that this DLC case, this one case, is as long as the entire game that preceded it. It might as well be a sequel for how long it is and how complex it is. Which is a little awkward because it was written after the second and third games of the series. The first trilogy of this game of Ace Attorney was written 1, 2, and 3 for the GBA. And then when they were ported to America and to the DS, we got Rise from the Ashes as DLC for the first game. So by the time they wrote that case, they had several years of experience writing cases. So that's why it's a little more complicated than a typical Phoenix Wright 1 case would be. I am torn as to whether we will go immediately into Rise from the Ashes, or if we will break through a second game. Currently, I am leaning towards just doing the DLC case and just starting it and getting out of the way. Just start Rise from the Ashes, finish it, and then we'll break through something else for Phoenix Wright 2. But it is definitely a question, because this case, if my memory is accurate, is about as long as the entire first game. It's a very long case. It's a very, very convoluted, and there's a lot to puzzle together. It's also awkward because, like, this game is like this first game does feel complete without that case. It's also strange now I think about the only, like... Someone pointed out that I was watching on YouTube the other day that this is the one case that doesn't have the word turnabout in its title. And, like, that is kind of weird in retrospect. But that is how it be. And we will start Rise from the Ashes next week. I know I said I was unsure. I decided we're just gonna go right into it next week. We're gonna start Rise from the Ashes, the DLC case for Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Get ready, folks. This one's gonna be a doozy. And you will be able to tell this was made for the DS in the way the rest of the first game was not. You'll be able to tell. It'll be obvious to everybody who's watching. But until then, I hope all of you have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye for now. Bye-bye.